Hey guys, welcome back to the Good Sport Podcast, where we like to talk about how we see virtue in sports. Today's topic is Baseball Little League. Baseball Little League has been around since 1939 and has served over 2 million kids wanting to make a career in baseball. Now we're going to do a tour of my local Little League. Our Little League makes a good point to say that before complaining, you should volunteer. Harvard Public School Health says that you will live a happier life and longer life if you volunteer. A few of the jobs are volunteering at the snack bar, The snack bar is important because it supplies food to people when they're hungry watching the game, because it can get hot out here in San Diego. The snack bar also gives you an opportunity to learn about finance. I have worked in the snack bar a few times, and I can say that it's fun to serve people and give them food. The next job is maintenance crew. You can help sweep the dirt, you can trim the grass, you can do a lot of things. Paint. Yeah. This helps maintain the field for when it's in season and the players need a well-maintained field so that they can play to their fullest potential. This also helps people have pride in their community. So some other jobs that are directly connected to the team are coaches and managers. These are volunteer jobs as well, and the coaches usually are with a son, so it's a family bonding experience. Coach has to help prep the field with the maintenance crew, and then has to take the field down. They have to have a team meeting and show up an hour or an hour 30 minutes before the game. The coach also has to run practices and come up with drills on his own. He also has to give kids maybe a harder time sometimes if they are disappointed at their spot in the batting order or where they are fielding. Base coach, there can be a batting and pitching coach, there can be a head coach, and there can be a GM in the dugout. The third base and first base coaches help manage when the player should seal or not. The pitching coach helps prep players to go into the game. The hitting coach helps before the game to warm up each player's swing. The head coach does all of that and helps the other coaches, and the manager does the same thing as the head coach. There's also team parents that like to help manage the app so that you can keep track of the score even if you're not at the game. They also have a speaker that they bring and play walk-up songs. Some businesses also provide money to Little Leagues so that they can pay for the gear to make the maintenance of the field level good. Another job on a Little League field is being the umpire. Umpires also have a very important role in the game as they determine if a player is out or safe, or if a pitch is a ball or a strike. This is a difficult job because it can make a player's day or make a player really angry. All of the umpires at my Little League are volunteer, but once you get to the higher levels of baseball, including club, all of the umpires are paid. Every Little League game starts with the Pledge of Allegiance to America and the Little League Pledge. It goes, "I trust in God, I love my country, and I will respect its laws. I will play fair and strive to win, but win or lose, I will always play my best. Play ball." First line, "I trust in God." This shows America's heritage and how America has always relied on God, even in baseball. This is also discipling children to have their faith in God. "I love my country." This shows patriotism. This shows national pride and supporting our nation. Will respect its laws. This shows how to be a good citizen. Playing fair is also being a good citizen and not cheating in baseball. That means having integrity if you are out or safe and not throwing a fit if you miss the ball. Little leagues make sure players stay fair is that there's different areas for different little leagues and there's age requirements. There's also competition and hard work traits showed in this pledge in the line strive to win. This is telling kids that even if the game is just for fun, you can still play your best. I will always do my best shows that you should always be committed to doing your best, even if you win or lose. I think this shows a lot of virtues and is important for kids to say at the beginning of each game. Sometimes parents also need to be reminded of virtues in sports. For example, that these players are kids, not Major League Baseball players, so they may make mistakes and not to yell at them. This is a game, not your career. If this was your career, it would be a big deal if you made a mistake. But luckily for these kids, it's not.
An umpire and a coach came to blows at a baseball game. This was no ordinary game. It was the state tournament for Little League players. WRAL's Eric Miller has the shocking video, and he joins us live in Wilson, where this fight happened over the weekend. Eric.
Well, Jeff, that fight broke out last night right here at home plate near Wilson's Gillette Baseball Complex. This game going from 12-year-olds swinging a bat to grown men swinging their fists. Just take a look at this video right here. This was the 5th inning. This is a game between Cherryville and the Bull City Little League out of Durham. A Cherryville coach approaches the home plate umpire. That umpire says the coach should be ejected for using profanity. The coach then shoves the umpire. During the brawl that follows, a second umpire gets involved with that home plate umpire swinging his mask as a weapon. Finally, you can see that umpire restrained on the ground after another coach gets involved. Now, we've reached out to Wilson Police here. They tell us officers did come out here last night, but no report was filed. We've reached out to both Cherryville as well as the town of Wilson to ask what, if any, disciplinary action might be taken against the coaches involved, against the umpires as well. We're still waiting for those details. We'll bring you that information as soon as we get it. In Wilson, Eric Miller, WRAL News.
Our volunteers shows that even if a coach puts someone at the bottom of the order, they are doing their best to make the team win. Umpires are human shows that umpires are not the same level as Major League umpires.
Strike.
We're all learning. And the 5th thing on the list for parents' reminders is that the Padres are not scouting your kid today. This shows that even if you feel like this is the most important game your child has ever played, that the Padres don't even really care. One of the hardest things in Major League sports is to hit a baseball. A baseball is coming at you very fast, from 50 to 100 miles per hour. This means it's very difficult to get a little stick to hit it. One movie that shows how to hit a baseball is The Science of Hitting by Ted Williams. Ted Williams is one of the greatest hitters ever, with the most consistent batting average ever being over 400. And he also hit for power.
And it's impossible to do either one of those without hips ahead of hands, hips leading the way.
Billy Williams has a hitting style much like Ted Williams' own. He strides, anticipating the pitch, and his hips give the real power to his swing.
This mural is Babe Ruth's quote that says, "Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game." Even if you're scared to strike out, you should still do it, because like Michael Jordan said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. This shows the virtue of courage. By the way, Babe Ruth was mentioned in our Sandlot episode. Go back and watch it. Ah, the snack bar. One of the best things about a major league ballpark. You can turn in a baseball that someone hits that's foul for a free piece of bubble gum. Also, after you play a game on the field, you get a free popcorn. Some of the best sellers are slushies, popcorn, hot dogs, and nachos.
Popped up, shallow right field. Long run here for Infante. And fielder, and Prince can't get there. He was the closest. Did Prince just grab a nacho?
I didn't see it.
I think he took somebody's nacho.
He's chewing on something. That's beautiful.
You know, a little mid-game snack.
That is perfect.
Let's see.
He sure did took one of that man's nachos.
He didn't dip it in the cheese, though.
It might have already had some cheese on it. That's perfect.
That dude is so unsuspecting.
It was once I saw Prince in Milwaukee where he needed some sunglasses and he was asking the trainer for the glasses, and the trainer was taking so long. He got a pair of glasses from the fan that was in the first row in Milwaukee and wore them the entire inning.
Some special things about this Little League is their opening and closing ceremonies. On opening day, the teams run around in a parade and throw candy into the field where every parent and sibling is watching. The closing ceremony shows the all-star players being selected and awards given to the winning teams. Some of my favorite memories at this ballpark are my brothers getting their first hits. As we can see, Little League demonstrates the traits of volunteering, faith, perseverance, and patriotism.